Hi, my name is Seth and welcome to a BCBB ExBEERience. We've been brewing authentic true-to-style beers in downtown Durham, North Carolina since 2011. In 2017, we won the Brewers Cup. With over 65 different styles to choose from, we are sort of beer preservationists. If you want to learn more about beer, you've come to the right place. Best way to learn is to jump in. So remember, the more you drink, the smarter you get. Thanks for being here. This is Lederer German-style Pilsner. Now, most of us have heard of the word Pilsner or the beer-style Pilsner before. All Pilsners are in the lager family. Now, when you come into a brew pub like ours, most of the beers are brewed with an ale yeast, and they're going to be ales. But we do make a handful of lagers each year. Lager yeasts tend to make crisper beers, not fruitier beers. And German Pilsner is a little bit different than the traditional Czech Pilsner that many of us know. German Pilsners are going to be a little lower in alcohol and not as aggressive on the hops. In fact, this is the archetype for most American lagers today. But our version is truer to style, at least the original style. It's, let's just say, a little bit more flavorful and more character. Well, this is named for Dr. Lederer. He was a German doctor that came from Europe over to this area, wrote extensively about this land here that became eventually Durham County. And so we honor Dr. Lederer with his own German-style Pilsner. Prost, let's give it a taste. So good. Crisp, easy drinking, really nice short finish, but oh man, this is great. I gotta have another sip. So good. This is the Brae Scottish Ales. Now, if you like beers that emphasize malty, biscuity, toasty flavors, the backbone of beer, this is one for you. If you're an IPA drinker that like really hoppy, bitter beers, probably not your style, but something definitely to check out. Now, I love Scottish ales. I love that biscuit, toasty, caramel quality that comes through from barley. Plus, this is a session beer. That means it's lower in alcohol. Lower in alcohol means I can imbibe a little bit more safely, and hey, let's face it, each sip, a little bit fewer calories. So if you want to try something different, something more malty, check out the Scottish ales. Now, Brae translates to beautiful hill. This is named after a historic home in northern Durham. Let's give it a taste. So good. And it's not crap. This is a single hop IPA or a SHIPA. So this is an idea that came about some years ago when all these new hop varieties were coming on board. Well, I didn't know a lot of these hops. We weren't familiar with them. They were brand new varieties. And I thought the best way to taste them would maybe to brew a beer with only one hop. So we took a base malt IPA recipe and used one hop from the start to the finish of the brewing process. That way, when you taste the single hop IPA, you know exactly what this hop expresses. Let me introduce you to the Azacca hops. This comes from New Zealand, and Azacca was the Haitian god of agriculture. Now, when you taste this hop, you're going to get notes of tangerine, mango, pineapple. All of those flavors are coming from Azacca. Let's give it a taste. So good. Try the Azacca single hop IPA when you can. But if you come in and there's another single hop IPA on tap, try that one too. You'll learn something new. Cheers. Honorable Bell's Brown Ale. This is an American style brown ale. And what that means is when styles come over from other countries to the United States, well, we like to say if a little's good, more must be better. So we take the styles and we often turn it up a little bit. So versus an English brown ale, this is going to be a little maltier, a little higher in alcohol, a little richer, a little fuller bodied. You get the idea. This is the kind of beer that I love having with a blue cheeseburger. It's full, rich, hearty beer that definitely balances out intense flavors. It's also named for Mayor Bell. Mayor Bill Bell was our city's mayor for 16 years. In fact, when we first brewed this beer, he came in, we poured a pint, and he pounded the entire pint in one sip. Well, that locked in my vote. Cheers, Mayor Bell, and let's give it a taste. So good. Thanks.